Hello out there in YouTube land, and happy first day of spring to you all. I hope that you are enjoying some sunshiny weather after the long, cold, cruel winter. But most importantly, I hope that you are also enjoying my YouTube channel. I'm very pleased to see that I now have 158 YouTube subscribers. That always warms my heart, right along with the sunshiny springtime weather, of course. I wanted to make this video to give you a guide on how to navigate my YouTube channel, Muni Math by Peter Felton. So as you can see, this here is the home page, and this here is the name of a bus route in San Francisco called the 54 Felton. You can probably guess why I chose to make it part of my homepage. Here, this route, the 15 3rd Street, is a defunct route. It went out of service for good in April 2007, almost exactly 16 years ago. But numerically speaking, it came back into service just over 2 years ago as the 15 Bayview Express, and I've got some videos showcasing the municipal mathematical merit of that particular bus route for your enjoyment. Also, the 15 3rd Street, right along with one of my beloved college professors during my junior year, inspired me to create Muni Math based on a correlation between the 15 3rd Street and the lesson that that particular professor was teaching at the time, almost exactly 18 years ago in March 2005. When you're in the right place at the right time, and when you are alert, anything is possible, often for the better. So, how to navigate my YouTube channel? Well, the most recent videos are always shown here, just like in any YouTube channel. You've got your regular videos, you've got your shorts, even if you wear pants, they're still considered YouTube shorts. And even if you are tall, you can also watch the YouTube shorts as well, Speaking of which, it's always interesting that YouTube shorts, for me anyway, are created when I hold my phone vertically, as if I'm taking a selfie as opposed to more horizontally as if I'm shooting a regular film. So I guess knowing that, it's interesting that they're called YouTube shorts instead of YouTube talls, because when you hold the phone upward or vertically, the phone looks a lot taller than it does shorter. Well, anyway. So, here's the home page. Here are the videos. As you've probably seen with your own YouTube channel if you have one, or with other people's YouTube channel, you can categorize your videos by recently uploaded and by most popular. And for me, it's always interesting to see which ones are my most popular as videos, as shorts. My YouTube shorts tend to get the most views out of all my videos, which is very pleasing, possibly because they are such short length. You also get playlists. Now, for me, every YouTuber has a playlist with their liked videos. For me, I've got several other playlists. San Francisco Central Subway Muni Math, devoted entirely to the still relatively new San Francisco Central Subway, operating from Chinatown, right beneath the street-level intersection of Washington and Stockton Streets, all the way south to 4th Street in Brannan, which is an above-ground platform station stop for passengers, and of course continuing even further southerly to Sunnydale and Bayshore, adjacent to Visitation Valley, the Bayshore Caltrain station, and even borderline with Daly City at that. I've got a YouTube playlist that does not relate to Muni at all per se, but it does relate to my published books, 3 down and a 4th on the way. And no, I'm not pregnant, even though some authors consider writing a book to be like having a baby. I've had experience with writing books 3 times over, never had experience with having a baby, and never will either. I've got some videos in this one in which I actually am either in front of the camera or speaking behind the camera like I'm doing right now, narrating different videos that have to do with my YouTube channel or other aspects of my life, including many theatrical comedy shows, if you will. I've got my Muni Math slideshows playlist that focuses on and highlights all these slideshows that you see me creating with individual Muni Math, either screenshots or photos that I took, compiled according to their mathematical categorization with musical accompaniment in the background. And speaking of music, I've got several playlists that I created devoted to some of my favorite artists. Peter, Paul, and Mary, folk musicians from the 1960s to the present, until 2009 as a trio when Mary Travers sadly died. Yanni, Greek New Age artist, world renowned. The Byrds, with the frontman Raj McGuinn featured here and in the playlist. And also, Muni Math on the whole. Now here's what's noteworthy about my videos and my YouTube shorts, is that in order to really understand what the videos are about, you are encouraged to, of course, click on the title and watch the videos, but you are even more encouraged to check out the descriptions of the videos. I tend to be very detail-oriented in my writing, as every single book reviewer of mine has said. So even though some of these descriptions may be a little lengthy, it's worth the read because you will understand how the video came to be created and why it exists in terms of its municipal mathematical merit. As you probably know, if you've seen my videos before, and I'll give you an example here, they're pretty short in length. They just show the mathematical municipal elements in front of me, whether they're still signage or digital rotating signage, excuse me, on the Muni vehicles themselves. So you might think, okay, well this is just a video of a sign. Like, well, what does this sign entail? Well, I do describe it a little bit in the video titles themselves, but in the case of a rotation, you know, more like that, even though it's the same rotation several times in a row, to give you an idea of what the mathematical equations look like therein, it's really the description that says it all. And if you are learning certain elements of math, or if you love math, in the case of Muni Math, you'll love reading the descriptions all the more. Now, let's focus on the YouTube Shorts. YouTube Shorts are obviously a different format. They're shorter in length. They are vertically videotaped, but you can see their descriptions as well by clicking on the video, clicking on these three dots here at the bottom, clicking on description, and then reading the description in full. You know, it's hard to see the description at first because the short appears just as a rectangular, vertical, upward-facing slide, but the descriptions do exist, so just wanted to let you know about that. All right, well that's all I have for now. As you probably know, for those of you who've been subscribed to my channel for a while, I've taken a little bit of a break from Muni Math videos, mainly because I go in phases. You know, when there's a new phase of service updates, namely pertaining to the pandemic, as to how many bus routes have been out of service for a while and reinstated, or if they've been altered in any way. As soon as that happens, and as soon as I realize